Yes, look, I got to introduce you to this phenomenal woman that I've met back in 1989. Just a young woman coming out of college, as we admit people to this. Young woman coming out of college with passion, right? I remember how she used to come into her dad's home and she would be sitting there with her friend Kenya, and they would just be talking about all kind of stuff and doing dance moves. That's way before TikTok, but they they were on a mission, right? And I was over there, with her dad selling insurance, trying to figure out rate charts and everything. But she was on a mission, and I knew it was something about her that was going to really be great, right? Even as a young lady. So, just moving forward, let me tell you some of the things I've seen over the years, right? I mean, I've seen her come from the Baltimore City school system saying, enough is enough. I don't want to do this anymore. I've seen her, I don't know if she shared this with you guys, but I've seen her literally on, and I believe at the time, Section 8, right? Making it paycheck to paycheck, striving to stay alive, raising her little babies. I remember Cam as a little kid, right? But she always had that love, that passion, and she knew that there was more out there for her. She moved on from being a school teacher. She got into the network marketing industry and she has not looked back, guys. She has been going ever since 2004. She's always been a consistent six-figure earner in industry. But you know what she really loves to do is coach people to success. Boomy always does that. She makes sure that she's holding your hand, allowing you to get to that next level if you really want it. Now, what I'm excited about now is that she found something that we're not talking about potions, lotions, we're not talking about anything but travel, where you can save money on travel. And I'm not going to steal any of her thunder because I want her to tell you all the goods tonight. But again, Ayabumi Moore, she hails from the state of Maryland, and she is ready to give you some great information. So if you're ready, make sure you got your pen, you got your paper, and Boomy, let's go. Let's get it started, Boomy.
Hey, look, y'all, he told the whole story. He went back to 1989 when I was a young woman. I'm still a young woman, Brian.
Yes, you are, Boomy.
Oh man, but that just goes to show you this business is about relationships. It was through entrepreneurship that I met Brian, him working with my dad, and here we are decades later, and now we are still family. And this is really what tonight is about. Tonight is about you looking at something that has the potential to change your life for the rest of your life, help you to wake up when you're done sleeping, bring a level of freedom to your life that you haven't had before, and connect you with some really great like-minded people. To me, all of that is vitally important. Hey, Brian, can you see my Trevorium screen? I just want to make sure you can see my screen. Wonderful, wonderful. So, welcome to all of our guests. Welcome to all of you who have already said yes to Trevorium. If you are here tonight, you're going to do what I call visit your future. So, we're going to take about the next 35 minutes or so, and I want you to look at this with two sets of eyes and ears. One, I want you to see the value in this membership that we're going to share tonight. You know, everything is about value. There's going to be a product that you see, there's going to be a cost to it, definitely. And you want to make sure that the value you get out of it is a lot more than the cost that you paid for it. Well, I can already tell you, yes, the value supersedes the small amount that you may pay for this membership. But then the other set of eyes that I want you to look at this with is your entrepreneurial cap. Everybody go like this, put on your entrepreneurial cap, tied up real tight, because let's talk also about multiple streams of income. Now you may be have your job, that job, we like to make fun of it and call it that, being on the journey of the broke, or being just over broke, or maybe even being jerked out of bed every morning. But we know that a job has its place. We thank God for them. It helps you to stay in business while you are building a business. But when you add in a business like this on the side, well, residual income gives you options. And so, as Brian said, in those early days, man, y'all, I was struggling just like everybody else. Yes, The Section 8 was real. The food stamps was real. The WIC, can anybody raise their hands? You probably been there too. Some of y'all bougie, never been there before. But the food stamps and WIC was real. But you know what? I felt like this is just a place that I'm passing through. This is not my destiny. So I always kept myself open for opportunities. And it was when I was teaching school in Baltimore City in 2004, I said, okay, enough is enough. I'm really psychologically unemployable. I got to do something totally different. Got serious about an opportunity. And by the time 2005, 2006, I was a six-figure earner and have never looked back. And so when I talk to you about this, it is with a passion and a conviction because I know where I came from. And I know what this industry was able to do for me. And so I'm passionate that if it can happen for me, it can happen for you, but we still have even greater levels of income to achieve. So 6 figures, we're setting our sights on 7 figures now. So welcome to Trevorium. Think travel, think Emporium, put it together, and you have Trevorium, where we're going to show you how to travel more, travel better, and travel for less. The person who invited you here tonight may have called it the Better Life Company. Why? Because it's going to help you to do life better, as good as your life may be. And I know some of you all are living great lives. Thank the Lord for that. But there are always higher levels. Wherever you are, you can certainly do life better. And so we're talking about travel, but I want you to know this is so much more than just travel. Please type in the chat for me, lifestyle. Type the word lifestyle, because not only are you going to see how to stay in 5-star places for 2-star prices and get below travel agent rates, we're going to show you how to save on every way that you do life. And isn't that something that we want to do? Even if you got money, you don't want to spend it all. You want to get a great value for whatever you're spending. And so we're going to show you how to keep more money in your pocket. And so let's talk first about the company, which is Rock Solid. Started by David Hart. He and his wife Adela are the CEO and founder of the company. I was just talking to Barry and Kenya out of Chicago. They're guests on here tonight of Bernadette. And one of the things they pointed out was they like the fact that the company is over a decade old. 13 years, guys, 13 years old, rock solid, debt free, bills paid ahead of time. If I'm going to put my efforts out, I want it to be into something that's going to be long lasting. So I love that. This is a global opportunity. We're doing business in 64 countries and growing. So guess what you can do? You can make money while you are sleeping in over 64 countries around the world. Now, you all have heard of Warren Buffett, right? What did he say? He said something very profound that I want you to take in. If you don't find a way to make money while you are sleeping, you're going to work until you what? Until you die. Now, do you like the sound of that? Probably not. Don't you want to get to the point where, because of seeds that you planted before, they're still harvesting and you don't have to continue to put out the effort, but yet the money keeps coming in? Will that ever happen on your job? Shake your head like this, shake your head no, it will not happen, because on the job, there's no leverage. To get that money, what do you have to do? You got to show up and you got to work those hours. But in a business like this, there's freedom. There's so much freedom potential because you get to do something one time. You get to share something one time with someone, but how often do you get paid? Over and over and over again. And so tonight you're going to see an opportunity to make daily pay. Write that word down because it's big. You're going to have an opportunity to make daily pay on the largest industry in the world. And guess what that is? It is the travel industry. It's $10 trillion and growing. And the next 9 years is going to be a $15 trillion industry. So if I were you and I was analyzing a part-time business to get into, I would want it to be in an industry that is booming. And that would be the travel industry. Did you know that travel is the most posted about thing on social media? Everybody, when they talk about what they want to do when they retire, what they want to do with their life, travel is typically on the top 3 things on their list. And so that should say something to you as an entrepreneur. You want to be involved in a segment that most people want to experience. And so we have that here with the travel and lifestyle industry. So I love that this is a business of dreams. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you tonight that if you have put your dreams on the shelf, like if there were things when you were young that you wanted to do, that you wanted to be, that you wanted to have, and you said, oh, you know what? I don't have it yet. Maybe it's just too late. I want you to know it's time to start thinking bigger. It's time to start thinking bolder and understand that you can live a transformative life. No matter where you are right now, man, things can change and become what you want them to be. And so this business is allowing people to make a little bit of extra money on the side. It's allowing them to make comma money every month. And there are people who have already made over $1 million because of Trevorium. So you get to decide what you want to take off the table. So tonight I'm going to get into this presentation and I'm going to share it all with you. I just want you to see for you and your family where you see yourself fitting in. So let me tell you my quick story of how I heard about this. It was about 6 months ago and I was in Dubai. Love to travel. I was there for a blockchain conference. I deal in cryptocurrency. So I was there for the largest crypto conference in the world. I was selling something called nodes and it felt like a job. Y'all know I don't do jobs well, psychologically unemployable. It was sales. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to keep on selling. I'm not down for this anymore. I need residual income. And so literally I prayed to God, Lord, I need residual 20, 25,000 a month, whether I get out of bed or not. I'd had that for many years, but had some business shifts, was making good money in crypto, but it was not residual. And so I prayed that prayer. And ladies and gentlemen, within 48 hours, y'all know that God hears us when we pray, right? Within 48 hours, I was sitting in the hotel lobby. And this young lady named Tia was telling me how she had traveled to Dubai before she moved there and stayed in a 5-star place for $1. She went to Cabo, Mexico for $9. And then she started telling me about all of these other ways that she was saving. And all of that, I'm telling you, it piqued my interest because I love getting out and seeing the world. I don't like being home for too long. I love richness and opulence and luxury. So like she was on my street with everything that she was saying. So she asked me to watch a video on the way home on a plane. Maybe the person who invited you here tonight had you to watch a video. And so when I was looking at the video, I was like, oh my gosh, I know this woman who's doing this video. In fact, I had met her 20 years before. I just didn't know what she was currently doing, but I knew she was a solid entrepreneur. So that was another box check that validated this Trevorium opportunity for me. So I got home, ran upstairs and said, okay, I'm going to get on YouTube and I want to see about this compensation. And guys, the compensation is what sealed the deal for me. Being successful in network marketing, I had built up teams of thousands of people to make 6 figures. Here, you do not need thousands of people to make a 6-figure income. Just a few hundred, we're going to show you, will get you into a 6-figure income. And for those who say, look, I'm not trying to do 6 figures, can you just give me an extra $1,000 a month? You will not believe the small itty bitty team that you can build and get comma money every month. So we're going to help you to save on all of the things that you see here, not just travel, but dining and shopping and entertainment and concert tickets and cars and appliances and tires and movies. Yep, it's a lifestyle membership, not just travel. So what are Trevorium's benefits? First of all, let me say this. In talking about the travel piece, there's so many benefits to travel. You know, one of the things that travel does is to help you to de-stress. And some of y'all are so stressed out, you need to go on a vacation and you need more than one a year. So we can de-stress when we travel. It literally, when you research the benefits of travel, it adds longevity to your life. Do you know it repairs relationships? And also it helps you to expand your horizons and get your mind in a place where you're learning about other cultures and learning about history. So travel is something that not only should you do, but I think we should instill it in our kids at a young age. So many benefits to it. And so this membership is going to allow you to travel more, travel better, staying in a higher quality of accommodations, but for less money. And so with this travel membership, you're going to get to go to at least 2 bucket list vacation destinations every year, because every month you're going to get what's called travel points. Write that down if you're taking notes. These travel points are very, very valuable. If you never ever shared the business, if you never made money, you're getting 270 travel points every single month. And they build up and they compound. I'm going to show you in a minute how you use these travel points to buy down the cost of your travel to pennies on a dollar. Now, when we show you about the hotels, you'll be able to book at travel agent rates or below. But the thing that I love most about this isn't like a timeshare where you've got contracts and blackout dates and you're just spending, spending, spending. This is showing you how to bring more money into your household. The business opportunity side really caught my attention. You'll be able to earn money 24/7 while you are sleeping, just like Warren Buffett said you should do, from anywhere in the world. Your residual income just hits different. All income is not created equal. I'm telling you, if you get off of this phone, if you get off of the Zoom and you don't have residual income in your life right now, and you don't use Trevorium to get it, I just don't know. That means that you like exchanging your time for dollars. And folks, there is a better way than doing that for 40 years. And so let's talk about some of the ways that you're going to save. So first, say travel site. I'm going to show you that you have 3 travel sites in your back office, and these travel sites are going to let you save up to 60% on more than 2 million different hotels and resorts. So I'm over 50 now. I'm not that 18-year-old 1989 young lady that Brian talked about. So I got to put on my readers. So let's look here. Let's compare our Trevorium rate to some of those retail sites out there that you see, like Orbitz and Expedia. So here we have the Churchill Suites in Monte Carlo, Miami Beach. And this is for 9 nights. This is like a top of the line property. People spend $4,400 all the time with Expedia. But if you have this membership with Trevorium, keep your $4,400 and it's only going to cost you $2,300. Guys, here you're getting these hotel rates wholesale. Well, let's go over to Las Vegas. Everybody loves the lights and the bling of Las Vegas. Stay at the Harris Hotel and Casino. Their price, $293. Wholesale price, because you have this membership, just $15.46. Now, for those of you who really like opulence and luxury, you don't mind paying those high prices, you say, okay, I'm going to take my wife and we're going to stay at the Fairmont Grand Del Mar in San Diego. It's a beautiful luxury property. People are spending $5,000 for 6 nights with Expedia. They're doing it all day long. But if you book through Trevorium, just $1,900, guys. That's a savings of over $3,000. That's money in your pocket. And a penny saved is a penny what? You said it, a penny earned. So you have 3 different booking engines to be able to look and to get the best rate on hotels. But you know what I really love? I mean, hotel rooms can be nice, but I love to get away, especially if I'm going for like 5 days a week or whatever, and I want to just be able to spread out. So let's talk about the getaways at more than over 2,000 different resorts to choose from. So a getaway is when you say, all right, honey, look, we need to go to somewhere just for a week. And you decide when you want to go. You decide if you want a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. If you want to bring the whole family, you can do that so you all can spread out. And so now with these getaways, this is where you start using these travel points to buy down the cost of the travel. So when you go into the getaways, it's going to automatically apply your points. Now, Anthony, who is from PA, from Pennsylvania, he said, Boomy, I went into my back office and I couldn't believe how many getaways I got for $0 because of the points he's accumulated over the last 5 months. He literally can go so many places for a week without any additional cost. But look at some of these places. Anybody love to go to the Canary Islands in Spain for 8 days, 7 nights? Get yourself a nice studio, apartment, retail rate $8.99. Trevorium rate after your points are applied, $7, y'all, for the whole week. What about Cabo, Mexico? 8 days, 7 nights, 1-bedroom suite, just $149. I know you're saying, what? Are you serious? $149? Absolutely. And then, of course, we got to take the kids to see Mickey and Minnie. You just don't want to do a hotel. You want to spread out. Let's get a 2-bedroom suite there in Orlando. You wouldn't mind paying $1,100 for 7 nights, would you? Of course not. That's an okay deal. But with Trevorium, you can take the kids, the grandkids to see Mickey for just $142 after these points are applied. So the getaways, you decide where you want to go. You decide when you want to go, see what's available, and you can stay for a whole week. If you can't stay for a week, then you can stay for less, but you get the whole week at these amazing rates. Now, I think my favorite way to travel are these world tours because I don't like having to plan out anything myself. I just want to like look at my back office, see what they have planned for June, July, August, September. So it's sectioned off by months, and you can look and you'll see some phenomenal bucket list vacations. You see where it says the world is waiting for you. Where do you want to go? Maybe you want to go to Thailand or Bali or Egypt or the Maldives. I mean, the most beautiful, beautiful places so you can get the vacation you deserve, the time with your honey that you deserve, or with your family, whatever you want to do. But guys, again, we're going to help you to upgrade your lifestyle with these world tours. So this is curated vacations, meaning they are planned for you. You go in your back office and you'll see the date. You'll see Venice, Italy, 5 days. Maybe it'll say June the 15th through the 20th, breakfast included, glass factory tour, Trevorium rate just $249. Or maybe you are like me and you say, I love Dubai. Been there twice, going there again at the end of this year. 5-star hotel in Dubai for 6 days, including breakfast. Retail, good rate would be $1,600, but the Trevorium rate after you apply your points, just $379. Now, the all-inclusive spots are what I really love the most. Montego Bay, Jamaica, 5-star resort, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all the drinks that you want. So it's all inclusive. Retail, $2,100. People are paying that and more, no problem, all the time. But the Trevorium rate is just $579. Now, if I stop right there, you would say, that's real good. But ladies and gentlemen, to all of our guests, I want you to know that these prices are for 2 people. So you're really going to Dubai and staying in this 5-star place with breakfast included for less than $200 a person. All inclusive to Jamaica for less than $300 a person. There are many of us on here tonight on Monday. We're getting on that plane. We're going to a 5-star resort in the Dominican Republic. And you know, the other thing about world tours is group travel. So there's a bunch of people from all over the world going to these places together. And so it allows you, if you're a solo travel, if you're single, when you're like, man, I want to meet people, I want to mingle with people, you can mingle with the group and do things with the group. But if you just want to be by yourself, you don't have to be with everybody else. But I love this. So like group travel is awesome because one of the things that happened once when the pandemic came, is we lost a sense of connection. And so when you can travel with others and meet people from around the world, but still be able to get away and have your own personal space, it just makes for just some personal growth and connecting and learning about other cultures, and even more fun because of the people that you're there with. So other world tours are here in this country. You don't have to always go out of the country. There are Las Vegas world tours and Hawaii world tours, and New York in itself. $399 for one night would be a really good rate. But look here, 5-star hotel in New York, 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included, $399 for 2 people. So guests, are you hearing me when I say the person who invited you here, they thought enough about you that they wanted to bless you with this savings, with this membership, so that you could now upgrade your lifestyle and travel more than you have been at a lesser cost. And so you're probably saying, okay, well, how much is this going to cost me? Well, let me break that down to you. There are 3 different memberships to choose from: the silver, which nobody gets; the titanium, which you don't want because you don't get all the money and all of the savings; and the platinum, which 100% of the people on our team are at this level. So do me a favor, guys. I want to make sure you're understanding. Type the word platinum in the chat, because that is the membership that you want, the platinum membership. So let's talk about this, because the price is unbelievable. All of this savings, all of these discounts, not just on travel, every way you do life, y'all, and it's only $269 one time, just $135 a month. And we show you how to make that tax deductible, and we show you how you never have to pay for that. But let me put this in perspective, because 2 months before I heard about Trevorium, I was in Williamsburg, Virginia, taking a timeshare tour, and I said, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy, I'm not going to buy. 8 hours later, I had committed to $17,000 with blackout dates, with contracts. And there were other people there at the same time as me, that because travel is something that people just want in their life, people were spending $40,000 and $50,000, y'all, for timeshares. And so when I was in Dubai and I heard about this, and then I could join and make money for just $350, I was like, are you kidding me? $17,350? Like, is that it? Oh my gosh, like, why didn't I hear about this first? Tried to cancel that timeshare. It was $8,000 to cancel, but that's a whole nother story. So look at this, guys. Platinum, $269 one time for the cost of the product, the membership. Each month, it's only $135. Now, for every dollar that you spent, for every dollar from that $135, they're going to give you back $2 in travel points. So every month, you're getting those 270 travel points that build up, that compound. And so whenever you're ready to say, come on, y'all, let's go somewhere. Let's fly to Dubai. Let's go to Italy. Let's visit the pyramids and see Egypt. Or maybe, hey, let's just go to South Carolina and go to Hilton Head and experience Hilton Head, South Carolina World Tour. Well, you'll be able to go into your back office. There's a slide rule, right? And you apply your points, and you see it taking that price down, 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 down to pennies on the dollar, guys. And you are going to be like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting this rate. So I want to show you how you will never have to pay this $135, because that's what happened to me. When I saw this, I just started thinking about all the people who would love it, the people that I knew who wanted to travel, the people that I knew who loved saving money, the people that I knew who wanted to make money, the people that I knew who were successful entrepreneurs and loved multiple streams of income, the people that I knew who were struggling and needed another source of income. So I just started sharing this information with everybody, not me doing the presentation. I was new. I didn't know how to explain it, but I knew how to text out a video link. And so you see, that's all you have to do. You just invite them to a presentation like this, send them a presentation video and let the presentation do the talking on your behalf. And so in order to get your 135 paid for each month, what did I do? All I had to do was refer 3 people at the same membership level. So my mother joined because my mother is 80 years young. She's not thinking about sitting down. She's always thinking about where can she go? What party can she go to? Where can she visit? What place can she go and see some beautiful bucket list destination? So my mother joined. Then my daughter was getting married. My daughter is not entrepreneurial, but she loved the membership. So she was thinking, wow, I can use this for my honeymoon. So she signed up. And then I shared this with my good friend Kenya. She wasn't thinking about doing the business either. But guess what she was thinking about? She is a travel person. When she saw this, she joined. And then I started going to people that I knew who were entrepreneurs, who've been in other businesses. Maybe they were in insurance. Maybe they were in real estate. Maybe they were in Mary Kay. Maybe they were in wellness. But what is one thing that everybody in the world wants to do? Say travel the world. No matter what profession a person is in, most everyone in the world wants to travel the world and save money while they're doing it. So because I had referred 3, guess what? I never had to pay that 135 off of my credit card. It's always been paid out of my daily pay, out of the commissions. So we're going to show you how to make this happen for yourself. So the awesome thing that we have here is this business model where instead of Travorium spending millions of dollars on advertising like the third-party retail sites, so they could give you the wholesale rates that Travorium gives you, but somebody has to pay for that advertising. Guess who pays for it? Point to yourself. So they stack those advertising dollars onto your costs. But what makes us different is we don't spend millions of dollars on advertising. The company allows the best form of advertising out there, which is word of mouth. And because we are sharing, just like we would a good movie, a good shoe sale, ladies, or a good restaurant that we went to, that's something that we do every day, just naturally. We share things that impact us. And now Travorium is going to pay you because of your word of mouth advertising. So guys, do me a favor, type in the chat, show me the money. You may be saying, okay, the travel part looks good. The savings looks great. But I want to see, how can I create another stream of income? How can I make this money that Warren Buffett said, making money while you're done sleeping? So type in the chat, show me the money. I want to see who wants to see the money out here tonight. Let me see. All right. Monique says, show me the money. Nora says, show me the money. Show me the money, Anna. Awesome. Awesome. I see you, Brian. All right. I see you, May. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to show y'all the money. Then we are going to hear from some testimonials and give you a chance to join our winning team. So you're making money, showing others how to save money on travel in every way that they do life. So to that $269 that you saw for the membership, you're going to add $99. Now for the next, tonight is the last night that you'll be able to get it for $79.95 a year. This is the cost of the business. So tonight you can save $20. So when you add the $269 and the $79, you're going to get $350. If you don't do it tonight, it's just $20 more. It'll be $370. Actually, $369.90 is the total cost. So you're in business for just $79 a year with all of the tax advantages of big companies. So you get so much write-offs, guys. You're probably going to save $2,000 to $10,000 a year in taxes, meaning put that money back into your household because of all the write-offs that you have. So now you join our team. Our team is the BIT group. BIT stands for Billionaires in Training. That's our team name. That lets you know where our mindset is. So we're big thinkers. We're bold thinkers, y'all. We're about getting that money by adding value to people's lives. And so we're going to help you to refer 3 people. Once you refer 3, yes, you will get bonus money for every person, at least $50. But the residual comes in with what we call daily pay. Type daily pay in the chat because this is daily residual income, guys. So you refer 3, now you're getting $4.45 every single day, 7 days a week. When you add that up over 30 days, what does that equal? That equals the cost of your membership. So this is how you don't have to pay. Do we know some people are looking at it like a bill? No, we're not trying to get anything from you. We want to get everything to you. So we want to show you how you get that 135 paid for. Another way to get it paid for is go into the back office and start saving on eating out. Start saving on oil changes. Start saving on going to the movies. Start saving on buying your appliances or your cell phone bill. So many ways to save money each and every month, so this doesn't cost you anything. But that's the first step in the daily pay. We're going to help you to refer 3. But guys, this is a big, gigantic world. 8 billion people. Do you think there are people out there that you know or that you can meet on social media, because we'll show you how to do that too, that want to upgrade their lifestyle? Do you think there are people that wish they could travel better for less? Do you think there are people who would love to have multiple streams of income because right now they're like struggling financially, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and they can't work any more hours on their job? They don't want to have to leave their kids and get a part-time job. So what's the best answer, guys? A part-time business. Not another job. I love what Tia says. 2 jobs are for 2 people. You have to get a business. And so once you refer 3, what are those 3 going to want to do? They're going to want to go out and share it as well. So their membership can be free. So when you have 8 on one leg and 8 on the other, now you're at $10 a day. That's on average about $500 a month. What could you do with that? Could you pay your car payment? Could you buy some cryptocurrency? Could you get out of debt with an extra $500 a month? Small team of just 16. But guess what those 8 are going to want to do? They are going to be so excited. They're going to start telling people. They're going to be posting on social media when they start traveling, and as they start getting these deals, then their friends are going to say, what's that thing you're a part of? How are you saving all that money? Now more people are going to be in your organization. 25 in the left leg, 25 in the right leg. Now you're getting common money every month. As a 2-star director, they're going to reward you with this beautiful championship ring that you see here that I have on. They're going to give you up to a $750 each month in what's called a lifestyle bonus. And of course, $25 every single day, 7 days a week. So that's the 2-star director, but it's not going to stop there. So this thing keeps growing because as good as you think it is, it's 1,000 times better. And the more you use the membership, the better it gets. And so people are just like, oh my gosh, you start making a list of everybody you want to tell. And you start talking about it on social media and more people join. Then you get to 3-star director. That's where I am. So we're a 3-star director team. $70 every single day, whether I get out of bed or not. More bonus money added every single month. Guys, that's an extra $36,000 a year. But it doesn't stop there. As a 4-star director, you're at $100 a day. How does this thing grow? It's not about you selling anything. As we share with others, the people that we share this with, they start telling, and something happens that's called just duplication. And the numbers start growing despite you. And so you look and it's like, oh my gosh, I got people joining my team from New York, from California, from Mexico, from Australia, from Nigeria. Remember, we're in 64 countries. So you can make money while you're sleeping, while other people are still awake. So $100 a day, that's pretty good. But let me tell you about this coveted 6-figure position called ambassador. When I got home, ran upstairs and looked at this compensation, and I saw this chart, and I said, oh my gosh, with just 188 members on one leg, 188 in the other, that's 376 people, a small team of 376. Now that gets me over $100,000 a year. I couldn't believe it because in past organizations, I had to have thousands of people. Then I looked up this chart and saw with just 25 and 25, now I'm helping people to make common money every month. I said, whoa, I can help a lot of people. So the person who invited you here tonight, most likely they are serious and they are focused and they're in it to win it. Do you know that other people they bring in have the ability to spill underneath of you. And so the people who are above you are placing people below you, and that gets to push you up in daily pay. So we're all doing this together. It's a team effort. Now, when you get to ambassador, there's this ambassador lifestyle where if you're like Dr. Tina, who's on here, she was like, look, I deserve this ambassador lifestyle. They give you an annual vacation, not what we already talked about, but where they pay for your airline credit for you and your spouse or your partner, if you have one, to go to some beautiful destination like this year, Dubai. Anywhere they go, there has to be a Louis Vuitton store because they're going to shut down the store, give you a card for $2,500, a personal shopper, and let you get whatever you want in the store. Then you're overriding all of the business in all those 64 countries. Maybe your business could be just here in the US, but you're still making money from France, from Spain, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa. So you get access to these global bonus pools. That's how you're going to get to over six figures. And then, of course, this Louis Vuitton experience, $140 every single day, plus more bonuses. Bottom line is this, guys. You start at $4.45 in daily pay. It goes all the way up to $3,200 a day. And I'm going to wrap it up with this. Here's the potential. You might have some problems, but money does not have to be one of them. Do you hear me? So I want, as I have my people who are going to share tonight, to unmute. I have my list here. I'm gonna go ahead with Erica. Let's start with Erica. Do me a favor, guys. I want you to know that you are worthy of all of this, that you are deserving of all of this. So many people live stress out lives, fearful lives, and life wasn't meant to be like that. Life was meant to be full of like joy and abundance and impact and fun. This is what this is about. So I want you to thank the person who invited you here tonight for bringing this to you. It's nothing short of a blessing. So Erica, can you give us your quick story? Then after Erica, Brian, I want you to share. Let's do the fast version because I talked kind of long tonight. So Erica, you out there with us?
Yes. Hey, how are you?
Hey, doing great. Share your story with our guest here tonight.
Hi. Ooh, it was dark. I just want to say hi. I'm Erica out of Houston. My story is when Boomy contacted me, I didn't think that I was going to be doing this again, this thing again. But when she got to telling me about it, I watched the video. I soon said for her to send me the link. And the greatest part about it is before I got my first person in, I had people that was already on my team. Like it, a lot of people that it takes months, sometimes years to get the amount of people I had on my team before I pulled in my own first person due to spillage that came from the company. Also, I have saved on the pizza that my son enjoys every other night because if you ever had a picky eater, they only want to eat that certain thing. And so we have a coupon in our back, unlimited 20% off coupon in our back office that saves me 20% every time I order. So it's just like they say, a penny saved is a penny earned. So no matter how small or big, I enjoy saving money, and that's what I'm doing here. So I'm so glad that I chose this membership, and it's worth every penny.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Erica. Now I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to bring up Brian. You unmuted. Okay. Go ahead, Brian. Tell us your story because you haven't been in long at all.
Hey, Boomy, real quick, I just want to share with everybody. I am one of those government employees that go to work every day worried about being cut from the team. So, with that being said, what is my plan B? So, going into my last year of working for the government, hopefully I make it. I needed a plan B, and this was perfect. But look, guys, I wasn't thinking about doing the travel business. I was trying to get back into health and wellness because I'm a fitness coach. But it just made sense helping people get fit before they travel. And then when I really looked at this business, I didn't tell Boomy. Boomy didn't know. I signed up because I saw her promoting it on social media. She had some things going out to her list. So I enrolled. I told my friend Bernadette, I said, hey, I don't know what Boomy's doing. It looks good. I didn't even tell her I signed up, right? And then she was like, oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. And I said, well, guess what? I enrolled. I sent it to her just to take a look to see what she, see what she thought about it. And she enrolled. She said, Brian, this looks good. I travel. I have friends that travel. Sign me up. Then she tells her friend, Audra, right? Audra, government employee. She was like, hey, look, I got something for you to look at. Audra took a look at it. She said no at first. I'm just being clear and transparent. She said no. But then she got on the phone, talked to Boomy. She put the pieces together. It made sense. And Audra joined up. And guys, we weren't even really trying to promote it. And it's already starting to grow. So Boomy, I'm excited. Whether Doge cuts me or not, I have a plan B. So thank you, Boomy.
I know that's right. And that makes sense, y'all. You got to have a plan B because if one dries up, you got to be able to keep on stepping, right? And multiple streams of income is the order of the day. I want to go to, for representing the seniors tonight, she doesn't like me to say it, 80-year young mother, but she needs to be proud of that. Ma, tell people what made you join Trevorium and what has happened for you.
Okay, guys, well, I wanted to support my daughter, first of all. But then when I saw all the ways you could travel, for instance, I mean, Zeke and I have already traveled all over the world. However, we had to pay top-notch dollar. And had we been in Trevorium, we could have done it for pennies on a dollar. But let me just tell you, Brian just talked about being transparent. Let me be transparent. Guys, I am on Social Security, and all of you know you don't get but so much. I love this daily pay, okay? If I didn't travel anywhere, I love the fact of getting paid every day. And I chose to have mine on a Trevorium card. So on Wednesday, well, you get paid every day, but on Wednesdays, you can go and transfer it to your card. And guys, the card is so convenient because Boomy knows I like going to Walmart. And there are other things and I like buying stuff. I like clothes. I got plenty of them, but I just like more. So I love this card, guys. It just helps me to supplement my Social Security. So yes, I'm in it for the daily pay. Thank
And
you.
where are you going on Monday?
Oh, yes. And on Monday, I am going to Punta Cana. And guess what? And I use my card to go there because I think for two people, it only costs, I think, was like 300 and some dollars. And this is all inclusive. I am so excited about going there. And, for two people, I'm taking my sister-in-law. So we're going to have a great time. Thank you, Boomy.
And thank you for sharing, y'all. This is what we're talking about. So I get to travel with my mom, create more experiences with my mother. Like, that is priceless. That is so priceless. These are the things, this is the value that we can add to our life. These are the things that we can do to foster relationships and create memories. And y'all can say I get passionate about it. Let me calm down because I'm serious. It just means so much to me and to my heart. So I'm going to go to work for you all. This is our team. We're creating something great. This isn't something I'm doing for a little bit of time. This is something that our team is using to design our own dream life. You decide what that means for you. There's a lot that you saw here tonight. You pick and choose what it is that you like for you as you curate your life that you want to live. So if you are a guest, you're going to text the number 1, 2, or 3 to the person who invited you. If you're a 1, it's, you know what? I've got some more questions. I'm not ready to join yet. I've got some more questions. If that's you, you type that 1. A 2 is a person who says, ooh, this looks good. I love to travel. I love discounts. I know I at least want to be a customer. Text the number 2 to the person who invited you. A 3 is a person like Brian, like my mother, like me, like Erica, who says, okay, of course I want the membership, but y'all, I want the multiple streams of income too. I want to make money while I'm sleeping. So that's you. You type the number 3. As Brian said, he was a 3. It was an easy choice for him. So text that right now to the person who invited you here. And let me say this. Look, you got to think about, this is about winning. Who wins when you win in life? Your family, right? And who loses when you lose? We don't want you to lose. We don't want you to be stressed out and fearful because life wasn't meant to be lived that way, y'all. We don't know how much time we have left. Let's make it fun and create memories together. So with that, guys, let's unmute and let me tell you, 2 announcements. this is a week where we're doing this live every single night at the same time. So sign up tonight. The person who got you involved will give you a text to send out to people. Invite some guests back here tomorrow night, because I'm going to be doing this for you again tomorrow night, same time, to get you off to a fast start. So let's all come back to all our friends, Lottie Dottie and everybody, and come back here tomorrow night and pack it out with guests. Now, if you want to hear the presentation again tonight, or if you know somebody who should have been on here, there's another presentation starting in 6 minutes. We call it the Show Me the Money presentation, because it is Withdrawal Wednesday, and you're going to see people holding up their Trevorium cards like my mother talked about. So the person who invited you here tonight can give you the password and the Zoom ID for the next Zoom, which starts at the top of the hour. So we need to get off here for those of you who want to join in, because that Zoom gets packed. So with that, everybody unmute. Let's welcome each person to this team. I see you, Will. Will's holding up again, Will. Will's holding up his card.
Welcome to the team.
All right, have a
Welcome.
good night, everyone. And we'll see you on the next Zoom. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Welcome to the team, everyone.
Welcome, Candace.
Nice to see you, Marva.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thanks, Janine, for coming on.
Thank you for everyone who shared the testimonies.
Felicia,
Just
thank you
signed
for
up.
joining
Bye-bye.
us tonight.